Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on The Flash Season 8, and the trailer's finally here. The trailer's finally here. Let's just watch it. Let's just watch it, then we'll come back to this. Let's go.
My name is Barry Allen, and I'm about to do something impossible.
I came a long way to find you, Flash. Now that I have, I'm going to end your existence. You have 7 days.
Everyone I love is gonna die.
There's always hope.
I need your help. I'm asking you to save the world. Hey, you been working out? Yeah, thank you for noticing.
Where's the future?
Right here.
Let's go blow this fuse.
Barry! I'm tracking at least 100 earthquakes.
This could be the end of the world as we know it.
No mind will shut its doors on me!
He can save us.
Run, Barry, run!
Checkmate. You never know what face fate will wear when it shows up to change your life.
The Flash Armageddon. 5-episode event starts November 16th. Free next day, only on the CW app.
So yeah, big elephant in the room. Why not show this at Fandom, but then just release it a few days later? Now, the easy answer is just to say, I don't know, just like, don't ask me, like, why they didn't show it there at Fandom, just one of the mysteries that happened on this planet that we call Earth. But apparently it's because all this Fandom stuff was organized like 2 weeks to a month ago, and this trailer wouldn't have been done. Like, it actually includes footage from episode 5. I think there's a scene or two from episode 5 in here, which only wrapped like a week ago. So obviously the trailer wasn't ready, so I guess that's why they didn't release it. But at the same time, like, surely, like, if it's ready now, they could have just slipped it in. I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, we are just under a month away, 4 weeks exactly. So they released this on the 4-week mark until the season starts, not long to go. So obviously it's very exciting. But of course, throughout the video, be sure to let me know your various thoughts, opinions, reactions to this, what gets you excited from this trailer. Let me know all that in the comment section down below. And of course, if you're going to enjoy the video, you're looking forward to this season and everything like that, why not drop a like on the video to show all of that. So the first thing based off this trailer, and it needs to be said, this looks, and more importantly, it does feel based off it, like an annual crossover. It feels like that. It just feels like that, you know, upper level production that we get on the crossovers compared to the normal seasons every year. And I'm loving them. I'm loving the fact that it actually looks and feels like a crossover. And apparently, according to trades, this event is meant to ripple out into the other shows. So I am very curious to see what the ramifications from this event are. Like, will it affect the timeline or just like the overall like reality of the Arrowverse and just how certain events played out? I'm very curious because it looks like it's going to involve time travel, whether it's both future and past. But man, apparently it's meant to affect all the shows. Let's see what happens. But yeah, with the trailer, we start with a very somber version of the My Name is Barry Allen, with Barry apparently about to do something that is impossible. But what is that, you might be asking? Well, you would have to assume it has something to do with the person whose voice we hear next when he says that he has come a long way to meet the Flash, that of course being Despero, the villain for this event. And we see that there is a lot of destruction going on in what we can assume is Central City, but as we do see later in the trailer, which we will get to, this threat is extending far outside and beyond Central City in the year 2021. Now, in regards to Despero, this is his human form, but he will have a proper CGI alien form, we know that, so he's getting both. But there is still a month to go, and they might want to work on that CGI for him a bit more, and we don't need that in this trailer. Like, we don't need to see it. The episode is where we want to see that when it's fully completed and they're happy with it. But the threat that Despero gives the Flash is that he is going to end his existence. But we then hear that Barry has 7 days to do something. Now, of course, they aren't going to reveal everything in this trailer. A trailer is just meant to tease and excite you and everything like that. So it will be interesting to see what exactly is laid out by Despero to Barry, but we know that if Barry doesn't give in to Despero, his friends, his family, and, well, just everyone is going to die. So you would have to assume that Despero needs Barry to, like, sacrifice himself or something along those lines, but as I said, we should find out fairly early. You'd have to think into these 5 episodes as to what is exactly going on. But I think from that point, things are going to get stranger and stranger, and like various twists and turns are going to be coming our way. So yeah, strap ourselves in, I think. But of course, the Flash is going to fight against Despero's threat. He, of course, isn't just going to go down like that, but he is going to need some help. We know that. And that is where we see the help that has already been advertised prior to this event even filming. So Black Lightning, Batwoman, Mia Queen, Ryan Choi, Ray Palmer, or the Atom are all clearly seen in the trailer. However, we also do see Alex Danvers, I'm pretty sure it is, on the ground in this shot here when the Flash is like spiraling up into the sky with his lightning. At least I'm pretty sure that's her. I don't think this is, like, he's done this in previous seasons, but I think this is a shot from the actual crossover or this event. So I think it's Alex Danvers. I might be wrong, but if that isn't her, then she isn't in the trailer elsewhere. So I'm just going to assume that is her. So everyone is included that has been, advertised. Now we do get the return of the quote-unquote Hall of Justice, if you want to call it, which we saw at the end of Crisis on Infinite Earths, where it was like fully laid out and decked out and everything. Obviously, it feels like this has been neglected or just ignored or something like that by the shows, but Crisis was the last relevant time that it could have been on screen. That was the last crossover, whether it be big or small, so it is cool to see it back with the Shrine of Oliver Queen still lit up. Now, the only other hero we see here within the trailer at the very least is Black Lightning, but in the actual episode or episodes, there could be, a proper moment where multiple heroes circle the table. The only awkward thing is that Black Lightning and the Flash would be the only ones that actually formed or first sat at the table that are in this event. It was a different Batwoman. Supergirl and Superman aren't in the event. Neither is Martian Manhunter. So it could just be Black Lightning and the Flash in this scene, and it could be the scene where maybe they organize what other heroes to recruit, which leads to the new Batwoman coming in, Mia Queen being recruited, and the others coming into play. So maybe it's just like, well, all these people are, out of reach or, gone and stuff like that. Maybe you have to build another team around you. So that's where you get these other characters coming in, and maybe Black Lightning is the person to motivate the Flash to do that. Something along those lines. We'll have to wait and see. Because there is even that point where like Black Lightning goes like where's the future or something, and like Barry says here, and then obviously they're in the Hall of Justice, or that what we're calling the Hall of Justice. So maybe just like the Flash is freaking out because he feels like he's on his own, but he realizes there's more out there that he can build around him. So maybe that's what we're seeing there. Now we know that Ray Palmer, or the Atom, is in the first episode of this event, and it does seem like he will be helping Barry in his first encounter or encounters with Despero. And I have to point out the cool shot in the trailer where Ray Palmer is running and pulling his shirt down, Superman style. Did see people wondering if this was actually meant to be the Kingdom Come Superman. No, it's meant to be Ray Palmer. Now, obviously, Brandon Routh is playing the Atom this time around, but it's still cool to see that little like Easter egg reference thing. And I think the moment where they fist bump after Ray notices Barry has been working out, and Barry is almost like relieved that someone has noticed that, is a reference to real life where Grant Gustin got like super buff between seasons. I think it's a nod at that at the very least. Now, obviously, we have Mia Queen in this event, and she isn't from the present day. She is from the 2040s. That is where we last left her or last saw her. And based off what we see from her in this trailer, she has been continuing on with her Green Arrow mantle continuation in the future. And of course, it will be interesting to see if they mention Laurel Lance and Dinah as well, as they were left in the future with her as well, last time we saw them. But I was curious to see how they included her in the event, and that maybe it was just Barry that time traveled to the future to her. But as we see in the trailer, we see Mia pulling out like a knife from her leg, or like a leg thing, or maybe like under her dress or something, after someone approaches a group consisting of Barry and herself, but also Iris, Cecile, Chester, and Caitlin. So based off this and some other shots where it looks like she could be in, maybe it's the CCPD station or like another federal building, there's like an American flag and stuff. I'm going to assume it's the CCPD, but it could be like just like another federal building thing. Anyway, Mia comes to the present or her past. Also, I think this is Felicity's engagement ring that Mia is wearing around her neck. I'd have to assume it is. So how Mia gets back to the present day will be interesting. I think the actress, Catherine McNamara, I almost had a brain fart. Catherine McNamara posted a photo online in what looked to be her room from the future that we'd seen previously in like Arrow and the Green Arrow and the Canaries pilot thing. But that could have been an old photo that she just posted. But I think it would be better if we picked up with her in the future and then saw her come back. However that might be, I think just works better. That's just how I would want to see it. Now, we can see that there is a lot of destruction, and I think it's Allegra who says there is like a over 100 or around 100 earthquakes going off, and of course that would be an Armageddon level catastrophe. Tish. And I do wonder if there is a twist in this event, whether the team actually loses and Despero wins, and then they have to try and reverse whatever has been done or play within that new world or whatever it is that he has created, because it seems like this is balls to the wall the entire event. And there's just not much downtime. So that would be pretty plausible. I'm actually super curious to see how it plays out because I have no massive predictions going into it. Like, I'm obviously extremely excited, but I don't necessarily know how it's going to play out. The only thing we really get a hint at in regards to what Despero is doing, though, is that I think it's within Star Labs. He says, no mind will shut its doors on me. And he has his hands on like an electrical grid sort of thing. Now in the comics, Despero has like telepathy and mind control and various things like that. So he could be using Star Labs to like pump up his powers and extend his control. Like that looks like that, that looks like what, could be going on here and what he's just generally doing here. But yeah, this might be like, after Barry fights against him, he has to go to like plan B, and then we start seeing him do this. But finally in the trailer, we have, you never know what face fate will wear when it shows up to change your life. And this is said by who I think is meant to be Timeless Wells. I mean, we see him finishing it off there, so it's A. Wells. And I say it's him rather than a flashback to OG Wells, because people are saying, oh my god, it's OG Wells of the inauguration or the commencement of the particle accelerator. But I say it's Timeless Wells because Iris is standing to his left. Iris is standing next to him. You can just see her face come into frame. But I do wonder if this isn't Timeless Wells, is this maybe like an alternate timeline or an alternate past where it is OG Wells, but for some reason Iris isn't connected to Barry and Iris is associated with Star Labs and Wells or something like that. Like, that'd be very curious. But while Wells is saying that line, whichever version it is, we get this like groovy zoom in on Barry's face where it looks like he is tripping absolute elephant balls or having a massive panic attack, one of the two or maybe both. So something isn't right here. And it makes you wonder, is this line about Barry specifically, or is it about someone else? Maybe, just maybe, is it about, the reverse? It leaves you wondering. And obviously I think we will get one more trailer for this event in maybe like 2 weeks time, which might highlight some more things. But yeah, I'm going to be having a good old guess as to what a lot of things from this trailer mean. We might do another video or two breaking down two or more things specifically from the trailer, but I'll have to let it marinate for a bit. But yeah, based off this, I'm excited. I honestly don't know how you could be a Flash fan and watch this trailer and not get excited. I'm looking forward to it a lot. As I said, it leaves a lot of questions, wondering where certain things are going and what certain things mean. But you know what? The trailer's not meant to explain that. The episodes are. So yeah, 4 weeks to go. I'm looking forward to it and I cannot wait. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show support for the channel. If you're just looking forward to this event as a whole, let me know in the comment section down below your general thoughts, reactions, everything like that. Always curious to read them. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and I will catch you guys later. Goodbye.